This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook at audiblepodcast.com/TYT.
Rick Santorum is running for president, which is a joke because he has less than zero chance of winning. The only guy that he's in contention with is Tim Pawlenty, because they're in a competition for who is most irrelevant. Now, if you're a political junkie and you're watching this show, you've probably heard the names of Pawlenty or Santorum before. Santorum was a senator in Pennsylvania. Pawlenty was the governor of Minnesota. But if you're not a political junkie, you have no idea. Pawlenty. Outside of Minnesota, do you know how many people know Pawlenty? 3. And they're all in Washington. Okay? Nobody knows that guy. So these guys are incredibly irrelevant. But Santorum's getting desperate. He got blown out in his last race. He lost by 18 points in Pennsylvania, right, to Bob Casey Jr. So now he's kind of the butt of a lot of jokes. And remember, he was the guy who said famously that when the Supreme Court was deciding gay rights case, that he's like, if we allow people to have privacy in their own bedrooms, well, what's next? Are we going to allow bigamy, polygamy, etc.? Famously, man on dog. Okay, so he obviously pissed off gay people. And by the way, think about that argument. He really thinks, forget gay guys, he thinks none of us should have privacy in our bedroom to have any kind of sex we like. He thinks, no, I should be able to regulate your sex life. And these Republicans have the nerve to say they don't like big government. That's big government, literally between you and your partner in your bed. Dude, what kind of pervy wanker are you trying to check in to see what kind of sex we're having in our bedroom? But that's Rick Santorum for you. But Dan Savage struck back in an awesome way. Now, a lot of you might know this already. If you search Santorum's name, the only reason he's actually well-known at all is because Dan Savage originally did this Google bomb, and it has gone on and on and on, so that if you search Santorum's name, the first thing that comes up is a word that they invented, a Santorum. Now, you want to know what a Santorum is? Let's show you. It means a frothy mixture of lube and fecal matter that is sometimes the byproduct of anal sex. So, as Rick Santorum is running for president, if anybody Googles his name, they're like, oh, a Santorum is a frothy mixture. Ooh, that's unfortunate. But that's what a Santorum is now. Dan Savage invented it, and it's totally stuck. So the reason I bring it up now, Santorum gave an interview, and they asked him about it. He's like, I know, that is disgusting. It is vile. But he acknowledged it, which then leads to a new round of stories like this one. It's a total rookie mistake. And oh man, it's under his skin. He's like, oh, it is vile. Can you believe what some people do? Oh, now my name is a frothy mixture of lube and fecal matter. He didn't admit that part. He left out the definition. But obviously, he knows it. Man, Dan Savage for a brutal win.
If you don't feel like reading a book and you want to listen to it, all you got to do is go to audible.com and you can download a book onto your iPod or MP3 player. In fact, just the other day, I was listening to 1984, my favorite book. And they have over 75,000 titles to choose from. So you can get a free audiobook if you go to audiblepodcast.com/TYT.